you're on a night out in Belfast with friends, and it ends up with you getting stabbed in McDonald's in Belfast. What was the lead up to that? How did that?
Do you know what? I was just back from a multi-nation tournament in Paris, and I'd won the gold medal. So I was out the week after, and I was with me and my ex-girlfriend. It was just me and her out celebrating, and I was fighting the week after that against America, so I wasn't drinking, and both of us weren't drinking, so we ended up leaving the club early enough, around about 1:30, and went round to McDonald's, and then the queue was like outside McDonald's, so we were waiting in the queue to get served, and someone had just threw a cup, like a McDonald's cup, and it hit my girlfriend, or hit me and went all over my girlfriend, and or sorry, my ex-girlfriend, I should say, and I just stepped out and asked who it was, and nobody said anything. I'd asked somebody I knew who it was, and it was Simon's over there, and I've looked over, there's about 30 of them. Like, oh God, here we go. So I've just walked over, like what are you playing at? And they were like, it wasn't me. And I was like, people seen you. It was. And I was like, what are you playing at? There's no need. And they were like, it wasn't me, but what are you going to do about it anyway? I was like, I'll smash you about this place, like, don't test me. And he was like, no, or one of his friends were like, no, you won't. And I was like, I'm telling you right now, I will smash every single one of you about. I probably shouldn't have got myself into that, but she could have just walked away. Yeah, so they're like, no, you won't. I was like, do you know what? I went to take my jacket and my watch off, and I looked to the side of me, and my ex was taking her jacket and watch off. We were actually only with each other a week that day, so I was like, I can't put her through this, fuck's sake. So I was like, do you know what, use your donuts, and just walked away, and then one of them had come up and hit me, and I'd hit him back, and as I've hit him, he stumbled back, and I went to hit him again, so I've never been dropped, and I mean, I've been dropped when I was like a 10, 13-year-old kid. So other than that, I've never ever been dropped in the ring or in the street. I just remember someone come up behind me, just hit me with a bottle, and I just hit my head off the ground, and I thought to myself there, if I stay down, I'm getting my head kicked in, like I'm dead. So I've got to get up, and it just felt like I'd been rocked in boxing, but only I'd hit the canvas or hit the floor. So I got up and I chased him, and then kind of the rest is just blurry from there. The only thing I can remember is my ex had pulled me off one of them. I had one of them on the ground, and she had pulled me off, and as she's pulled me off and been like, that's enough, she'd spun me round and been like, what the fuck's happened to your face? Obviously being a fighter, I know that I've either got a small cut or I'm bruised. Like, it's just as simple as that. I was like, I'm alright, and I went to run off because Dave got up and run, so I went to chase them, and she just grabbed me, gave me a hug and whispered in my ear and was like, keeping your face in a really bad way. Just wearing a white top and like covered in blood, and I was like, what the fuck's happened to you, blah blah blah, and she's like, it's not my blood, and I've looked down, I'm just covered.
So the adrenaline and kind of the shock of how quickly I bring it, you had no idea.
I hadn't a clue, didn't feel it, didn't know.
So someone had stuck what into you? A knife?
So I was hit with a bottle first, and then someone had clearly come up with a Stanley blade, and this, because it's too clean of a cut for it to be a bottle. A bottle, if someone's having a bottle, it's going to be jagged, and then a knife would have done a lot more damage. So, like, it's straight down, it's a clean cut. So it would have been a Stanley blade.
Did an ambulance come for you?
So as soon as she's told me this, I went, I'm all right. And went to chase them again, and as I've literally went to chase them, I literally don't know where they've come from, but the police have just grabbed my hand and they've come out of nowhere, and so I'm standing obviously getting questioned by them, and they've asked me what's happened, and
you've just been stabbed in the neck.
Yeah, so they went and got their first aid kit, and obviously one of them's wrapped me up, and I was like, let me go home, I'll stick a plaster on, I'll be alright in the morning if it's bad. Like, as soon as I went, I'll stick a plaster on it, the cop started laughing, was like, you're going to need more than a fucking plaster.
Yeah.
And then obviously the ambulance came, and I've actually never felt as more embarrassed in my life, like when that ambulance came and I was sitting in that ambulance. Just like, as a fighter, I hold a lot of pride, you know what I mean, and I just kind of felt like I'd been violated. I was only going with my girlfriend a week, and she's had to witness this, and she's in the ambulance with me, so yeah, they called an ambulance. But the stage where I started taking it serious and knowing it was serious was I got to the hospital, and they'd rushed me through the NA and stuff, and I'm lying there, and there's like 10 doctors around me putting tubes and stuff in my arms and cut my clothes off, and then the main doctor was like, right, I'm gonna have a look at this. I can't, you're losing too much blood, so I can't give you any anaesthetic or any pain relief. We need to get it stitched now. So as one of them went to take, as the doctors went to take off the wrapping that the police had put on, I'm lying there and the blood has just squirted and hit the ceiling, and I went, oh my God, this is bad. So I'm just sitting there going, what the fuck? So once that's happened, they told me I can't have any anaesthetic and all. I went,
by the way, at this point, are you just thinking about what's happened, or are you thinking bigger picture here? Are you thinking about boxing, your life, or
I'm just thinking about surviving, do you know what I mean? I'm just thinking, like, could this be bad? Like, how bad is this? Do you know what I mean? I didn't feel anything, so I was okay. Like, I was completely fine because I didn't feel anything. So all I know is that my face is bleeding. I haven't seen anything. Obviously, my top is drenched, that there's blood everywhere. But I feel okay. But the way the doctors are reacting, like bringing blood transfusion and stuff like that, I then knew it was serious. And I kind of had to change the atmosphere because it was so serious. So I was like, can my girlfriend come in here? And they were like, I'm not too sure she'll want to see this, but if she wants, and obviously she was like, yeah. And I was like, I just kind of took the.
You're still trying to continue the date.
That's it. You know, I was taking it away from myself because I was saying to the doctors, and I was like, isn't she gorgeous? Like, it's our 1 week anniversary and all, and she's like, will you shut up? Like, you're lying there, literally face open like a fist, and you're like, call me gorgeous. And it's like, I was just trying to make jokes and stuff because it's like, I feel fine, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but, obviously I wasn't, and then that's when I realised it was serious. And then obviously they brought me into my own room and were like, you're going to go for surgery today. Once I come around, the head doctor had come in, and I was just like, right, okay, how'd it go? Everything went well. And they were like, yeah, just a couple nerve damage and stuff like that. I was like, right, okay, how long till I'm back in the ring? Like, 2-3 weeks will I be fine? She just looked at me and was like, let's not worry about boxing right now. You're going to be out for a long time. And that kind of just, they were like, an inch lower and you'd have bled out in 12 seconds.